Hey, Shalom Akim, Shalom. First thing and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. New in the gospel, broad lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is titled, No Weapon That's Formed Against Thee Shall Prosper. Isaiah 54:17. As you know, we're living in a dark world. This is a dark kingdom full of wickedness, full of evil, full of sorcery, witchcraft, all types of shit that's going on against the men of the Lord and just in everyday life, period. Like everything around you has a negative vibration to it, from these cities into these institutions to these, particular endeavors that we engage in everyday life. Like when you look at the Washington Monument, if you look at the aerial footage of Washington, D.C., it is like in the shape of a pentagram. Okay, all this witchcraft, this sorcery, and Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man, the scriptures tell you about the wickedness of this kingdom and how he's going to lay the fire to it and how he's going to destroy it. And he specifically told the children of Israel not to engage in any nefarious practices. But Jake don't listen. They don't listen, and they're rebellious against the Most High, so therefore the Lord is going to destroy them. But overall, man, this is just about brothers' spiritual well-being. Brothers may be going through certain things in the mind, in the body, or the flesh, in life, your careers, your jobs, whatever it may be. You may be going through certain things, and it may seem discouraging, but you got to understand that ultimately the Spirit of the Lord is more powerful than spiritual demon Satan. So no matter what anybody do, or whatever, any particular negative thoughts that come to your mind, you have to rebuke those with the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, because ultimately our power is stronger than any other power. And you have to believe that, and you have to extol that to your spirit, man. Okay, because you got men that fall out the truth left and right because they can't deal with the adversity anymore. The path is too hard, man. I'm tired. I can't do it anymore. I don't have any shows. I don't pray anymore. People lose their faith. Like the scriptures say that in the latter times, many people should depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits. And you see that happening daily among Israel, man, because like I said, you had guys that came and they left. And before you know it, they're back in the world. They're Christians again, they're rappers, drug dealers, street dudes, whatever it may be, career men, or ultimately teaching perverse doctrine. Okay, and giving over to seducing spirits, because a seductive spirit is going to come to you in a form that's more convenient and that's comforting to hear. A seductive spirit, like if you look up seduction, is basically somebody that seduces you and entices you to do things that's pleasurable into your body, to your mind, things you want to hear. Like I was looking at the show, it's this old show that came out in the 90s called Conquest. And basically what happened was the champion, he had a death omen on him because he defeated his nemesis in battle. And from that point, the champion decided to spare his nemesis' life, which was a fatal mistake. He should have killed him, because sparing his life basically brought undesirable consequences and eventually led to his demise later on down the line in the story. But overall, he overcame every adversity that was sent to him. But the sorcerer was using all types of seduction. He was using his past life against him, like he lost his wife or his woman to a battle that she got and caught up. Well, in a battle he was fighting, and his woman got involved, and she lost her life. And that haunts him, because that's all he wanted was a peaceful life with his woman. So over a course of time, in order to get his soul, the sorcerer was basically putting spells on him, man. He was trying to conjure up manifestations of having him to go back into his old life so he can stop, defending the earth and stuff like that, so he can ultimately find a way on how to beat this guy, man. Okay, and it's basically what happens when you fall out the truth. You got spirits that's telling you, look, this is not it. Ain't no power in what you're doing. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai don't exist. He don't answer your prayers. If he answered your prayers, why are you feeling so shitty? If you so-called men of the Lord, then why are people able to say things against you, and it ultimately affects your being? But they don't understand how the Spirit of the Lord works, okay? So this is the book of Isaiah 54, and I'm going to start at verse 17. It says, no weapon that's a form against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that rise up against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. Okay, no weapon, no sorcery, no guns, no anything is going to come up against this truth. Because though yet we are men and we can fall in battle, We can lose the spirit. We can give up the spirit. We can be killed. Things can overcome us, but overall, what we represent will never be destroyed. Like a spiritual scene in Dragon Ball Z was called the History of Trunks. Basically, what happened was Trunks came from the future to warn them what was going to happen when Goku died from a heart virus. And if they don't administer the antidote, then it was going to kill him. So they had to go back in time to administer the antidote to change the future, because the androids came and destroyed the whole future and killed everybody. So Gohan was the only one, which is Goku's son. He was the only one left alive, him and Trunks, in order to stave off the androids. But even Gohan fell to him. But he made a specific saying. He said, no matter if you kill my body, he said, you can destroy my body, but you can never destroy what I truly am. He said, what I truly am lives on forever, and that represents the spirit. Because we know that the Saiyan race represents the Israelites, clearly. But he said, you may be able to destroy this body, but he said, you can never destroy what he truly is. Because he said, if you manage to kill me, somebody stronger will emerge and take my place. And that's exactly what Trunks did after Gohan pretty much was put to death. But that's the point, man. You can destroy us as individual or as men, but you can't kill what we represent, which is the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Okay, because many men of the Lord have came and went to the spirit world. Even in the Bible, men of the Lord gave up the spirit, but the spirit of the Lord is still remaining. It's still upon us. It's still resting upon us. Okay, so it says, every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment, thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and our righteousness is of me, says Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Okay, so keep that in mind, brothers, man. Nothing can come against us. Yeah, you may have some negative shit that happen to you. You may get sick. You may get in accidents. You may lose jobs, money. You may lose your wife or whatever, man. But at the end of the day, man, that ain't going to stop us, bro. Unless you allow it to stop you, because you got to keep pushing forth. Because remember, we're stronger than the dark. We're stronger than the dark. Okay, that we have the light. And the scriptures say, let our light shine among men, what we represent. Okay, because there's many people that's against this faith, man. You got people that's in your circumference, whether it be family or friends or people at work or whatever, even some niggas that claim to be brothers, man, that ain't really brothers in your circle that's really praying against you, man. You'd be surprised on how many prayers are sent up against us a day to get us to fall in this thing, to get us to get weak, to get us to get discouraged, afflicting your flesh, your spirit. You get sick. And when you get sick, that's very discouraging. You don't want to do anything. You make every excuse as to not keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? But you got to understand it's a bigger purpose at that. Okay, Matthew 16, and I'm going to start at verses 18. It says, and I said unto thee that thou art Peter, and upon this rock would I build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. And we are in the church of Yahweh Shai, man. So any negative force, any dark seances, any type of negative shit that Esau is doing out here, from the chemtrails to the jabs to the people, that's taking this shit, it ain't going to have no effect on us, man. It may affect your body, but it shouldn't affect your spirit. Because like I said, regardless, if we end up giving up the spirit in this thing, the spirit still remains. And it says, and I'm given to you the keys of the kingdom of heaven, and whatsoever thou shalt bind on earth shall be bound in heaven, and whatsoever thou shalt loose on earth should be loose in heaven. Okay? So, hey, man, we have power, brothers, and you have to believe that. Pray to the Most High to show you, man. Pray to the Lord to give you understanding on your walk, on what's happening, on what's going on in the world, about what Esau Edom is up to. So you can see these things, so you can, you know how to dodge the fiery darts of the devil, man. Scripture say that an evil man foreseeth evil afar off. So, keep that in mind, Akim. Ephesians 6. This is the book of Ephesians 6. And I'm going to start at 10. It says, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil, man. Okay, what's the wiles of the devil? His deceit, his sorcery, his trickery, his lies. Okay, the illnesses. That's the wiles of the devil. It says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principality, against powers, and against rulers of darkness in this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places, man. Governments. Okay, the elites, they're major witches. They're putting up seances against us all the time, man. That's why things in your life appear to go left. But overall, keeping the faith is what prevails over all things. It says, wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to withstand the evil day, which is Jacob's trouble, and having done all to stand. Stand therefore, having your loins girt about you with truth, and having on a breastplate of righteousness. Okay, the truth is what's going to prevail. Okay, it says, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace, and above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye should be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked, man. So nothing is going to prevail against us, man. Okay, they may try to put spells on us or whatever it may be. But overall, man, what we represent is going to be internal, because the scriptures say that my words endure forever. You know, because, I mean, we're just men. You know what I'm saying? But we represent something totally bigger than ourselves. And that's what people don't understand. Because it ain't just one man you fucking afflicting. This is a body. You know what I'm saying? You take out one cell, then it grows back. One cell dies, then another comes back stronger. That's how the body operates, man. You know? So you can, you know, brothers, you're going to have some brothers that's going to be martyrs. Some brothers are going to give up the spirit for certain things. But overall, the scriptures say those that died in Yahweh Shai should arise first. So you just take it, you know, the bitter with the sweet. But it says, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the spirit, which is the word of the Most High, praying always with all prayer and supplication in the spirit, and watching thereto with all perseverance and supplications for the saints, man. So prayer, brothers, you know, continue to pray and continue to ask the Most High to protect us and guide us, you know, from these fiery darts, man. You know, from this wicked kingdom. This is a land of darkness, man. You know what I'm saying? Every time you wake up in the morning and you leave in your house, you should say a prayer, man, because these people got spirits on them, man. You know, people on drugs and so forth, man. The opioids is out of control. People are literally looking for, and they're looking for anything to bring down the true men of the Lord, man. So you just got to stay spiritual and keep your head on a swivel. But anyway, with that, all praises and glory and honor is due to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. With that, Shalom and a blah, blah, blah.